Loading Screen is brought to you by Mike and Ike.
Kid, good!
What goes on in your head?
There's a new NPC. There's just so many new things that I think it's going to bring.
Hey, there's layers to this game that has people loving it.
Not now, Mom. I'm doing a podcast.
Jacob.
Oi! Oi, oi, oi! I didn't see you put that on earlier. Would you like to? You must follow the rules.
You have one egg to eat. There's one egg available and two players.
Wait,
choose.
you must wait till the next game. At the next game, for all the audio listeners, Alex is dressed up like the red people in Squid Games right now. He has the square on, so he has a little bit more authority than than normal. Dude, so you finished Squid Games, right?
I did.
Chat, you finished Squid Games? Guys, we're gonna spoil Squid Games real quick.
Whoa, we're gonna spoil.
Wow.
Was not
No,
good.
just
Yo,
kidding.
Lion, listen.
Lion,
do you remember,
really?
Lion, do you remember the Lion King where what's his name holds Simba up? All right, I want to picture me. I want you to picture me holding you up, except contrary to what the movie does, I drop you.
You just let him go. Just. All right.
So this is my Halloween costume, anyway.
That's a good Halloween costume,
Yeah,
man.
dude, it was like sold
I feel
out
we're gonna see a
everywhere.
lot of them this year. Yeah, I think my brother and sister are going as them too.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
dude.
Katie didn't like it, so.
No.
That's fair. Listen, Lion, listen. I'm only joking. To each their own, you know. Anyway,
That's
how's
fine.
everybody doing? Welcome to Loading Screen episode 135. Today we got quite a bit to talk about. Quite a lot of discussion topics.
Yeah, we really do, dude. I can't believe we're getting closer and closer to Halo Infinite every day.
Every day. And it's amazing. And I want to...
Now you're gonna die. You showed your face.
So I want to go through... Well, I didn't think Alex would ever be so basic. Mods, can we get rid of this guy? Can we get rid of this guy? Listen, Jake, just because you'd be the first one to die in the first game, don't come crying to me, all right? So, no, ladies and gents, we got a PC overview that was released today discussing a bunch of things. Ranked play in Halo Infinite, crossplay, all that shit. It's 9 minutes. I would like to play this and commentate along. It's only 10 minutes. That's why I want to start it off in the very beginning. But this show brought to you by Mavix and Mike and Ike. Thank you so much. What is up, Trapper? How you doing?
Hello.
He put a heart after. Oh, okay, he's good. All right.
Oh, he's good then.
We're good.
It's all the love.
But welcome, everybody. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for joining us. We miss you too, Jake. I was just saying the other day, I was like, man, I miss Jake. But yeah, so we got a lot to talk about today. Actually, a lot to discuss, not a crazy lot to talk about. But nonetheless, this is going to take a little while. So let's go ahead and jump into this video, which was premiered 93 minutes ago. So, hold on.
Let's just hop on into it, guys. Get your cup of joe, your water. Everyone stay hydrated.
It is, for those of you, it's a free game. And for those of you, multiplayer, for those of you playing on PC, this will make you very happy. First of all, first 11 seconds, I've got goosebumps. So,
First 10 seconds, I just have nausea.
Infinite, we want it to be absolutely world-class experience. I wanted it to be one of the best PC games available.
Dude, the bokeh they have
Infinite,
for the background
this is
looks
the
so
first
cool.
time that
I
we're
know.
releasing the game on console and PC the same day and date, which is super exciting. Importantly, though, we're not just shipping a port of the console game on day one. We really are building it from the ground up to be a great game for PC players who love to customize the experience the way that they want to.
For those of you that
wanted
didn't
to
get
go
a chance
out the
to
gate,
play this
like immediately
on
with
PC,
the best set of
there are so many
options that we
options
could have
available
in the
to
settings
PC
menus,
players. So many.
from control options, graphics options, audio options, accessibility options.
We love accessibility
you can
options.
actually set like a minimum FPS. So you can say I want 60 to be my minimum.
That's not
FPS.
really that new,
So
though.
you can choose on
Yeah,
it.
no, that's
It's
not
really
new.
faster,
No.
But maybe not.
I thought it was funny that they kept this
Give me
in.
the prettiest experience possible. I don't care about the frames.
The flight was
right?
fantastic.
Ultra wide's really interesting because you hear it and you say, oh, you just need to make the frame wider and you're good. Well, actually, there's quite a lot that goes into it. We do what you could call horizontal plus. If you get a wider screen, you see more.
That was the
left to
first
right,
comment
as
we made,
opposed to
Blue.
less on the top. And
Yeah.
bottom. Some games don't do that for performance reasons.
Ultra wide specifically does have challenges for sandbox. A lot of them were on our animators.
There's a lot of
because all a
benefits right
sudden,
now.
Like, hey, I can see.
You get an ultra-wide
bits of
monitor,
Chief's
you see
shoulder,
more.
I never could
You
see
get
bits
cooler
of Chief's shoulder
cutscenes.
before. Like,
When I came on board, a lot
Yeah,
of the
you see more
narrative
butts.
sequences were built.
See more
and it
butts.
was a really hard sell to go to those teams and say, hey, the tireless months you have put into creating these
So this is cool
picturesque
because they
moments,
made
we need them to go like that.
the
The UI will
cutscenes
have to
wider.
fill the screen.
too.
Yeah.
Your HUD will have to fill the screen.
This
If
is
you're
cool
on
here
super
'cause you can
ultra-wide, you probably
customize
don't want
your
radar and
your
ammo count
HUD.
way out on the corners, so we have the options so that you can bring them in. We have paid a lot of attention
can't wait to
to
see all the cursed HUDs
advanced
that
graphic
people
settings
make.
that you wouldn't normally see in a console game. A lot of them are sliders, so you can tune them down, you can tune them up, and then it's not just on and off. Because we went that far on PC, we were able to bring back a lot of those things on console that you maybe wouldn't always see in a console game.
So in the same way that on mouse and keyboard, you can
Looks so
completely
chaotic.
customize your key bindings. We have like triple key bindings. You can set up to 3 different keys to a single action.
The teams have all worked together to bring a mega low latency experience.
you need to make sure. that
Okay,
you're set
everybody, watch this because this is nuts.
This was real. This was some ingenuity right here.
Yeah, from here on, the video gets really interesting here.
Keyboard, you can completely customize your key bindings. We have like triple key
Well,
bindings.
after this
You can
part.
set up to
If
3
this was
different
EA,
keys to
Alex,
a
I'd be
single
like
action.
triple bindings.
The teams have all worked together to bring a mega low latency experience.
You need to make sure that you're set up to be able to deliver the lowest latency experience regardless of the configuration that someone's running.
Our latency is some of the lowest in the industry. And the reason our latency is as low as it is they built this cool thing. It's a mouse with like a little light on it.
So that when you click the mouse, the LED flashes red. And then we use high frame rate cameras to capture the game window and the mouse in the same frame. And then there we have true end-to-end latency.
It's insane.
There's another first for Halo is launching across a family of consoles. And so how do we make our game scale down to Xbox One or a PC that's kind of equivalent to an Xbox One, but scale up to a Series X and whatever PC someone has that's better than a Series X and the PCs in the future.
We want the experience to be as interoperable as it possibly can be. So you should be able to play how you want to play whenever you want to play on whichever platform you want to play.
Our team
It
has
should
worked
work.
a ton for this new innovative
When
feature.
you're making a
Insert
competitive
massive
game and it's
CG
on
trailer for
PC,
triple key bind.
That's all there is to it. It's got to happen.
We made a commitment early on that we don't want to have any complex DRM or anything that's going to inhibit a player's ability to play the way they want to play. And we want to respect players' privacy, especially legitimate players' privacy, right? You know, we're going to continue to evolve it into whatever is necessary and whatever our players need to have a fair experience.
We're going to be out the gate with
ecosystem.
crossplay between Steam, the Windows Store, all of the consoles, all of the Xbox consoles. It's amazing.
Crossplay
If
on
you're playing
release.
Infinite through Game Pass on your PC,
It's
your
awesome.
save will carry over into your console.
So your
And then,
saves
of
are
course,
carrying over?
Multiplayer progression is shared across
That's
all
awesome.
the platforms.
You just log in wherever you are, and there's your player, there's all your customization, there's
Amazing.
your rank.
I love it.
I would say it's especially hard to balance a cross-play title, right? So you don't just need the feel of Halo, but you need the feel of Halo that translates well and is cross-playable between PC and console. So there's been a lot of time and energy that have gone into that.
You know, to try to make like controller and mouse and keyboard competitive with one another, that's hard.
Hi,
It
Sam.
kind of started to become clear, like the right thing to do is give them choice. We're gonna have a ranked controller hopper.
Okay.
What is the AC adapter that he has into his controller?
I think
You notice that?
I have no
I've never
idea.
seen that attachment before.
So, guys, this is where the title of the stream came from. This is important. Here we go.
We're gonna have a ranked controller hopper. We're gonna have a ranked mouse and keyboard hopper, and we will have a ranked crossplay hopper as well.
So you're getting
3 sets of rank.
so 3 sets of ranked play. Controller people will be limited to playing against controller people. Mouse and keyboard will be limited to mouse and keyboard. Or you can opt in for ranked and play cross-platform ranked play, which is huge.
That's crazy. So now everyone doesn't have to worry about PC players just dumping
all over controller players, and then the aim assist on controllers. Like, you can play how you want, and that's badass.
Pretty awesome and infinite. On the PC side, you can actually deploy a LAN server and host your.
You can host your own LAN parties, baby. Deploy a LAN server and host your own LAN parties. They're back.
Nerd Street, April 2022.
Do it. Be there. You can host your own LAN parties just like Halo 2 and whatever back in the day.
You know, I'm so
deploy a
happy
LAN
to get
server
that in.
and host your own LAN parties.
Both
Love
PC
letter to Halo.
and console
Yep.
within your house can connect to this local dedicated server, especially for folks my age that, you know, like grew up with original Halo, especially folks who grew
Watch,
up
this
with LAN
guy's actually,
parties.
like,
I
16.
wanted desperately to, when this game launches, go have a LAN party with my friends.
Instant nostalgia, right?
Because we're a crossplay title, the way that we manage friends in the game is all through Xbox Live. And that is very common and familiar for Xbox players. It is not as common and familiar for PC players.
Our integration with Steam, our integration with Discord, our integration with Xbox Live, those are a lot of moving pieces, and it all works seamlessly together. Open game bar, message a friend, tell them to join, ping another friend on Discord, ping another friend on Steam, pull all 3 of those people into a fire team and go play.
Send a carrier
Doesn't matter the
pigeon.
platform.
Working on Halo Infinite PC, we knew we had to partner with some of the best partners in the space.
So this
And
part
to
gets
me,
juicy.
Razer has been S tier.
Not only did we make an entire
Dude, this
suite
keyboard's
of
sick.
I love how it here. I have to go full screen.
It
for
looks
this.
like
I love
worn
how it's like
almost.
worn down here.
Yeah.
You know, like right there too.
They
It's so
really went all
the
out with
licensed
this.
hardware, but on top of that, we wanted to make sure that everyone that already owns Razer hardware got to experience Halo Infinite.
You're gonna
so
ping.
the
You're gonna ping.
integration that we've been able to achieve directly with them and Chroma is something we're really proud of.
Working closely with some awesome people at Razer and trying to describe to them what we want. So it's like, hey, so, you know, when
Dude,
the
I love
player
this so
dies,
much.
we
I
have
do
like
too.
maybe this light goes bright and then flashes like.
They took our weird hand motions and our weird sound effects. And
Can you imagine
worked with
that
us to
mean, though?
make, a
Here, pause it
full
real
set
quick.
of
It's
lighting
like,
effects.
Hey,
They instantly
Hold
were
on. They were like, I want it to go. Zhoo. I
So you wanna
it's kind of
zoom,
an
not a-
easy. It's an easy animation. Like, zhoo. Okay, so circle out.
so
Watch
like,
this.
what about
Watch
the-
this. It's so cool.
AMD's been a really great partner to us. They've been a great partner for both the feature set that they're trying to help bring to Halo Infinite and the optimizations that
Wait
they've
till you
been
guys see
implementing.
this.
A lot of the performance optimizations are actually applicable to console as well because AMD is in the consoles.
They recognized, as well as we did,
It's
that
such a cool
console
shirt.
gaming's biggest franchise coming to an entirely new platform at launch was something that warranted a celebration. After much work and 2
like his
years
shirt.
of collaboration, we're excited to unveil a limited
Look at
edition
this.
Halo Infinite graphics card. This uses the AMD Radeon
And it
RX
lights up.
6900 XT, and it's the fastest gaming graphics card AMD has ever developed. It's the perfect graphics card to celebrate the release of Halo
So
Infinite.
pretty.
While these graphics cards won't be going on sale, we wanted to make sure that there was multiple opportunities for fans to get their hands on one.
So
between
the
now and
limited
launch.
edition.
How
Make
do
sure you
we get
follow-
them though? So I know that we have to follow and stuff.
Make
but
sure you
what's-
follow Halo and AMD Radeon on
And
social
AMD
media.
Radeon on social
How do you
media for
actually
more
win?
information on how to
what's
enter
the,
and win.
What's the trick?
There it
What's
is.
the-
Enter and win.
Oh, that's all I gotta do. I
I'm
just had to
really,
enter and
really
I won.
excited with what we've built. I'm really excited with the features that we have right out of the gate.
I think when PC players
I'm
sit
doing
down
it
with
right
our
now.
game, they're gonna go, okay, this is made by PC players.
It's going to grow. It's going to evolve. We're going to support it. We're going to sustain it. We're going to learn from our audience what they enjoy. We're going to feed off of that and leverage that data and make decisions on what kind of content we deliver in the future. So it's really about it being a living, shared experience between us over in development and our community.
I think as a PC developer, what gets us excited is knowing that we're going to be on a journey with our players on PC. That is, their setup evolves, their hardware evolves. As they identify issues for us, it's going to be a really lively conversation back and forth, and we'll continue to bring support to PC players down the line as part of our seasonal experience. I think it's going to be a fun journey for all of us.
What?
At the very end, he kind of phrases it like, PC will get a little help down the line. So it's like,
I think it's more or less just him wording it in a way that's saying we're going to be open to feedback and make it the best experience possible.
And before the competition, only eligible in the US.
I don't know if you know gamers, but especially PC gamers.
Hold on.
Who?
Gamers? Go on.
They sure know how to make sure you know if your game sucks.
Hey, developer! Hey!
Your game is booty cheeks!
This game sucks!
Yeah, what did he say?
I hate you! You're bad!
I love how you were like standing there and like wiggling. You're like,
hey! So how do you feel right now though, knowing that there's 3 hoppers? What a crazy term, by the way.
I've never heard of it like that.
But there's 3 different avenues, right? So we don't have to worry about like.
I am so happy.
Screwy.
I am so happy because I was initially worried in the beginning because I was like, I swear, if I have to play the way MCC is set up, if I have to play controller versus keyboard, I'm already at a disadvantage because I prefer to play on a controller when I'm playing Halo.
Yeah.
And right off the bat, I was like, please don't be what it is. And then I saw an article, they announced that it would be split controller only for ranked, at least. Social will be cross, but for ranked it was controller only and mouse and keyboard only. I was like, great, that's fine. And then I was texting my buddy and he was like, well, I have a lot of friends, like basically my buddy would only play with me and my other friends on controller for competitive because that's what we play on. He's like, but I have other friends that play on mouse and keyboard, so I'm not going to be able to play with you guys. I have to play with them. If I want to play with them, I have to do mouse and keyboard. And then once they announced the cross, like the option to go cross, I'm like, oh my God, this is amazing.
So you have 3 different elos then, I believe, which is kind of nutty.
Maybe.
I can't think of how you do it any other way. But yeah, I'm curious at what they're going to do though moving forward, because Halo's always been a very controller-based game once it's on LAN. But I mean, the way we have everything now could very well easily just make a PC as well. Because why wouldn't you use a PC? Why would you just have consoles then? That's my thought, at least.
Say that again?
I'm saying, like, if we're going to do LAN, now that it's on PC, it almost makes more sense to have it on PC because it's easier to capture.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering if there's going to be availability where you could also use keyboard in tournament, but then that's a cross-platform tournament. You know what I'm saying?
Bob, Josiah, Steve from Nerd Street, if any of you guys have any inclination of what we're going to be doing at Nerd Street, let us know. But there will be tournaments.
There will be. And I'm excited for them.
Okay. So that was that video, guys. We talked about it enough, but nothing. Nonetheless, it's very exciting. Very exciting. So, next.
I never understood how they're doing it with COD. How are they doing it now that it's all PCs? It's kind of the same kind of gimmick, but I think online tournaments are interesting where you can kind of get away using both. I don't think they can controller lock you into lobby.
Mm-hmm.
I could be wrong, though. So I'm curious how to see. I see a bunch of them play Valorant. I'm surprised they're good with mouse and keyboard. That's true. It is like going from controller to mouse and keyboard. There's definitely a learning curve, but once you get it, I will say like aiming with a mouse, much more precise than controller. But there's still that feeling with the controller once you get the aim assist down.
I have to, whenever I go, like I haven't played a first-person shooter on mouse and keyboard in months, probably since Modern Warfare. And
you're playing Far Cry on controller?
Yes.
Okay, gotcha.
It normally takes me about maybe a week or two to get used to the mouse and keyboard again, and then maybe like a full month to like be like, okay, I'm confident to pop some domes. I switched to PC from PS4 when Fortnite is in its hype, changed my life. Yeah, I'm telling you, It's awesome. And I have nothing against mouse and keyboard. I love mouse and keyboard. It was my preferred input for a long time. But Halo is just one of those. Halo is like the only game where I'm like, you know what? I need to go controller. Because that's what I grew up playing. So,
I understand completely.
yeah. Okay. So I don't know if anybody here is getting the Steam Deck. If anybody here has reserved the Steam Deck,
Have to be using a controller. Gotcha.
COD
The
Online
lobby
lobby state rules that you have to be using a controller or a mouse and keyboard.
Yeah,
Okay.
I know it kind of locks you in. That's one thing that like I'm guessing that's why they lock you in. Like if you're playing with mouse and keyboard, right, and you have a controller,
Yeah.
there's moments where like if my controller dies or like the Bluetooth gets fucked up when I would be playing COD, and this was back in Modern Warfare, it locks you into keyboard and mouse for the rest of the game. Like you just can't unlock.
Right. Yeah, I think there's going to be a setting that you have to choose.
Oh, there's things called Zims that tricks it so that it looks like a controller, but you're on a mouse and keyboard. What?
That's going to make me sad.
You're on the fence about the Steam Deck? Dude, the Zim, that's crazy, actually. I would love to do an episode where we just talk about these like hacks that people do to mod for controller. That's wild. But as far as the Steam Deck goes,
So there isn't a lot to talk about here, but just as hype is building for the Steam Deck, I know there's a lot of people that are skeptical about it. I'm even skeptical about it. Just handheld devices in general. Like, how powerful can it really be? However, that's not what this discussion is about. This discussion is basically just there are 4 different badges that games will have with the Steam Deck. One is where is it?
one's the verified check mark. The other is the I for info.
So yeah, so basically the check, thanks Jacob. So basically the check means that it passes compatibility checks and it's good to play on it. The next is the I, which is like it's playable, but some functions might be a little wanky.
A little bonk, a little bonky.
A
little uncooperative.
I need my blankie. So then okay.
What does the no sign mean?
The no means it's unsupported. So games that require like a VR headset and have no way to be controlled no way to be played with a controller, that would be unsupported. And then unknown is just the game hasn't been checked.
Gotcha.
So that's good that they're kind of telling. You know, Jacob, you and I were kind of talking about like, how are you going to know? Are you just going to buy a game and not know whether or not it's playable on the on the Steam Deck? But now it seems that they're taking steps to alleviate that.
You plug a fight stick into the Steam Deck?
Can you?
Wow. Apparently.
So
that's what I's telling me.
Jacob, Jacob, I do want to ask you though, do you expect games to be like readily available, or do you think that once the Steam Deck releases, do you remember when HDR came out? How not every game supported it?
Yeah,
right
it was
away?
quite a bit.
Do you
with
think,
RTX?
Oh yeah, RTX is a better example. Do you think this is going to be that scenario where the Steam Deck won't necessarily like you'll have maybe 5 games with that green check mark, or do you feel like most of them will be like that? And then
it's definitely gonna be more than 5. I think since Steam's been so like kind of head to head with it with Valve, that they're going to try to make sure that bigger titles will be readily available. But I'm guessing right now it's not gonna be that green check mark. It's gonna be a crap tons of the yellow eye.
Yeah.
And I don't like this system actually. This is so goofy. Just like if you look at it, this eye right here, information.
So the yellow eye, ready?
We don't know yet.
The yellow eye,
maybe
playable, but may require community-developed controller configuration. Use of the touchscreen to operate launchers or menus, or similar workarounds. An example is shown: playable Team Fortress 2, which requires the use of Steam Deck's touchscreen in some capacities.
Mm-hmm.
I honestly don't know how many of those there will be.
I don't know yet.
I feel like
don't
most
know.
games nowadays have controller support.
That's what I thought, because the Steam Deck should be read as a controller in general.
Yeah.
And I feel like if you can be read as that, most games would work fine.
That's what I'm
So
saying.
we'll see. Like, I feel like there's going to be a crap ton of games that are going to take a while to get the green check mark, but they'll already be working anyway. Because there's no way they can check everything. I guarantee you, Duck Game very easily could get green check mark. But because it's not well played or received,
right,
they aren't going to know to give it that check mark yet. Yeah. Everyone's trying to get verified, but it's just You know, who knows? Who knows
Because
nowadays?
the Steam controller is the same way. You can literally just select the layout and play as if it were part of the game, but people do it and then put it out there for you to use. Oh, that's cool. And I think Steam is the most common accepted thing if you're a PC gamer.
Yeah.
So, like, I feel like we'll be at a good spot.
I think we'll be at a good spot.
Will you be able to play Cyberpunk on it? Probably not. But I will try. Watch, it's going to, like, melt in my hands.
Cyberpunk's the new Crisis.
Yeah, literally.
Just that feeling.
Okay, Jacob, so you were talking about this the other day. Do you play emulators?
Yeah, I've played emulators before, actually.
So there's been a big achievement for the PS3 emulator.
Mm-hmm.
Now it will boot every game ever released on the PlayStation 3 console.
So does that mean that they have a ROM readily available for everything? It's crazy.
We're delighted to announce that RPC S3 now has a total of 0 games on the nothing status.
On the nothing status?
So hold on, let's see. Okay, here we go. Playable, in-game, loadable, nothing. Games that don't initialize properly, not loading at all, and or crashing the emulator. Okay, so everything can run. That's quite the achievement.
That is quite the achievement. Because wasn't recently they just kind of took everything off of PS3 where they're like, oh,
yeah,
look it up.
Now, I've never owned a PS3, but
the only thing I will say is, like, whenever I've tried to use a console emulator, the only one I found that worked for me that I didn't have to go through so many hoops was Dolphin. And that was when I was into Smash.
Dolphin was Nintendo?
Dolphin was pretty solid. Dolphin was pretty much like all Nintendo ones.
Okay.
Mostly people used it for Smash because it had net play.
Yeah.
And then that evolved quite a bit to now having really good net play.
So let me ask you, do you think emulators should exist? Because I know there's like controversy of like, it's intellectual property.
Emulators are they're the golden apple, right? They're the golden apple that should not have been eaten, but now that the door's been opened, we can't go back, you know? Wow. And as much as I want to say they shouldn't exist, I'd be lying if I didn't say, like,
you haven't enjoyed playing.
Fuck yeah. Hell yes, dude. I don't think I would have been able to try half the games that I would have been, especially because there's a lot of weird games that are gen locked or region locked. I mean, that like you just can't play.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, at too many games, I saw Chibi Robo on the GameCube, right?
Yeah.
A game that they did not make a lot of copies, and this game is awesome, Alex. Right? You're a little robot that cleans up messes. Epic. Okay. This game was going for $400 because there just weren't a lot of North American copies. So I'm sitting there like, sir, will you take my 20? And he's like, get out of here, kid. I'm like, fine, but whatever.
Fine, 22. No.
I think emulators are the best way that a lot of people are going to be able to play most games. Now, the legality issue of it, that's a whole different story.
Let's not talk about that because nobody ever wants to cross that bridge. I've heard a lot of things. I've heard if you own the game, it's okay.
Mm-hmm. I feel like the rule changes all the time. What do you think, though? Do you think emulators should exist, Alex?
I'd be lying if I told you I didn't enjoy
partaking in the devil's fruit that is emulators.
No, I honestly haven't been able to get. The only emulator I've ever been able to get working is Nintendo.
Yeah, the Dolphin.
And like
one.
I have, so I don't know. I get really weird with that type of stuff where like for a time like I would only play games that I owned so that like if there were any like legality issues with it, like it's like, oh, I own Pokemon Blue.
Yeah, dude, I will say like it introduced a whole new era of ROM hacks that were really interesting, especially like the Pokemon games. People have made some nutty Pokemon games from it. That's mostly what I ended up using emulators for other than Smash. So yeah, I do. What do you guys think in chat? Ty says yes, 100%.
Ty says yes, 100%. They should exist. Okay, moving on.
Everyone.
Jacob, this next story,
God of War.
This is a little controversial, chat.
We talked about,
and I want to ask you what you think.
Yeah, because this is crazy.
So, God of War. Windows PC trailer teases launch of new game. So there is a trailer, God of War coming to PC.
Let's full screen this, Alex. It deserves it.
Oh yeah, that's right. This is your favorite game, so let's do it.
The day you were born, I made 2 knives. One for myself. And when you were ready, one for you.
I think I'm weak because I'm not like you.
You do not know everything, boy.
No. But at least I know the truth now.
The road ahead is long and unforgiving. No place for a boy. You must be a warrior. And where do you think you're going?
Long way from home, aren't you?
I love this song.
And here I thought your kind was supposed to be so enlightened, so much better than us.
I know you're a god. Not of this
I
realm,
agree,
but there's no
Sam.
mistaking it.
I'm hoping that this is also including that
He doesn't know, does he?
we'll
About
get
your
all the
true
recent
nature?
games before.
Or his own?
So this is creating some controversy
And it doesn't make any goddamn sense to me.
because this is where, and I'll say it, the peasants are acting like peasants. Chat.
Peasants are acting like peasants.
Peasants are acting like peasants.
Go on.
Hold
Go
on, Ty, to your point, that's awesome.
That
God
is-
of War was the first game I ever played. So Ty in chat, everybody says, God of War was the first game I ever played. My mom got me a PSP and this game out of a machine at MGM in Vegas. That's awesome. And I sat in the hotel room and grinded the game while they gambled. That's amazing.
That is amazing.
So why is it creating controversy? So now I will go to basically, hold on. So this game's coming to PC. We all know this. That's basically the gist of it.
Yeah.
It goes deeper. Somebody tweeted, a legit question for those who are upset about a console game coming to PC.
So here's where it gets. The basis of the argument is, but I thought this was a PlayStation exclusive. I got a PlayStation specifically for God of War. You also get people saying, who fucking cares? Now everyone's getting to play the game. I'm jealous that you're able to play it for the first time. The whole idea right now is that people are getting annoyed that other people are getting this opportunity to play.
Here's the stupid ass thing, the shitty ass thing, okay?
Mm-hmm.
You have these console people who are like, no, it's supposed to be an exclusive that only I can play. Only I can play it. Only I can. Really? Shut the hell up. Like,
this is making the game more accessible to everyone. This is something that you want to be able to talk to people about. God of War has one of the richest stories of any game that's been ever released. It has so many titles. The fact that people are going to be able to play this. Do you know how much people could talk about if they both play God of War? That's a week's worth of conversation.
It's so Spidey, why weren't people saying this about other games? The thing is, like, they do. Like, they do, right? And then so, like, this person responds, because they have sense of ownership, this happens when you are way too deep into console fanboyism. They feel the worshipped company should reward that dedication, not by letting those games out of the ecosystem. It's a good point, but, like, not one that I'm going to agree with. Mm-hmm. Basically, every PlayStation exclusive is in some shape or form coming to PC. And it's the whole being proud, like it's peasants acting like peasants. Like, it's crazy. Didn't somebody say, oh, well, why would I buy a console if I can just buy a PC now? Like,
you're like,
I don't know. Do you want to spend $1,000+ to play a game?
That was the joke.
That's the whole reason you have a freaking console, you moron.
The whole thing doesn't make any sense. Everyone's complaining. I don't even want to say everyone because I'm looking at this thread. A lot of it is just people being like, guys.
Yo, I'm sorry. Wait, hold up. Ty,
relax.
What? Ty.
People don't like sharing their potatoes with the rest of us.
No. Read the next line.
Oh, you looking for a PS5 or a PlayStation? I got the hookups. Ty, my man. My man.
I already have a PlayStation 5. But I know a lot of people that want one.
I do
Yo.
too.
To be fair, I got hella mad when Overwatch unlocks that you had to play freaking HOTS, Heroes of the Storm, to get just not given to everyone a year later. I had to play Hero of the Storm for that. Okay, please. Well, I feel like that's a little bit different. I mean, there's that other thing where it's like, if you have patience, you'll play it on PC, right? Like, it's not like, oh, I have to buy a PlayStation so I can play this game. Like, okay, so you buy a PlayStation. That's your fault for not having patience to just wait for it to come on PC.
Is it?
Yeah.
For God of War?
No, like if somebody bought a PlayStation like if somebody bought a PlayStation 5 to play God of War, and that game is now coming to PC, that's their fault. Not that they knew it was coming to PC, but it's still their fault for not having the patience to see whether or not to wait until whether or not it would come to PC.
No, I disagree with you. There's no way they would have known. I get what you mean though, but that specific example doesn't work. But for sure, because there are some other games. This has always been a rumor that it would come.
Yeah. But yeah, that was this story. Didn't somebody say there was a comment that you and I both picked out of all of this?
Yeah, here. I think I actually have it. So it's Ian Robbie. He says,
here we go, chat. Listen up.
He says, they don't know. I'm a PlayStation gamer since the PS1 and God of War, Horizon, etc. Coming to PC is a masterstroke. Why not? They've had a life on console and deserve to be enjoyed by others who may not have had the opportunity. I'm just jealous you lot get to play for the first time. And I think that's the best take of the whole thing.
Best take, because this person isn't jealous that it's coming to PC. This person is jealous that there are now people that get to experience it for the first time. Just like I'm jealous that there will be people experiencing Halo for the first time.
I think it's more of envy. Like you wish you were them. Like he's not even using it right. I think everyone else is jealous because they're like pouting and getting all upset. They're like, that's not fair. That's not fair. But the game's been out for over like 2 years. Relax.
So, okay, moving on. Difference between Far Cry and GTA 5 graphics. So there isn't much here. I'm just playing Far Cry and I'm actually enjoying it. And that's one of the reasons I wanted to bring this up, because my brother bought Far Cry 6, returned it because he hated it. And people are comparing Far Cry 6 graphics to GTA 5 graphics. And so the comparison here isn't...
Which GTA 5? The first one released or the 9th one that was released?
Can I view this? Hold on. Let me see if I can make this bigger. I want to just... This is more or less spurring a conversation here. This is more or less spurring a conversation. Yo, what's up, poops? So look at these graphics here. You have GTA 5, which was released, 10 years ago, 11 years ago, and looks fantastic. Well, then you have Far Cry 6, which kind of looks like poopsicles. Like if Poopy was in graphic form,
Poopy would be Far Cry.
But like Far Cry 6, like to me, I didn't think Far Cry 6 looked all that bad. But what it did do is, like, look at the water in GTA 5 versus Far Cry 6. Far Cry 6 is on the left, chat, in case you can't see that. But like, just look at it. And so I have a question for you, Jacob.
Okay. What you got?
Do you think Ubisoft has gotten lazy? Like, do you think that it's okay for studios to... How long do you think it's okay for studios to use an old engine? They are clearly using an older engine. An engine that has been old for years.
I guess it's hard, right? Because I don't think a lot of game studios are capable of making their own engine. As weird as a take as that says,
it's a good take.
It's hard. It's something that a lot of them don't really have the knowledge. It's the same where like I could edit a video. I couldn't make another Premiere. I couldn't do anything like that. So they're using what they have to them. That being said, though, they could reach out and get someone to make a new engine, one that's better.
It just costs a lot of money.
It just costs a lot of money, but it's
Jacob's webcam's looking like Far Cry right now.
Yeah, it really is.
I mean, obviously there's some updated animations and whatnot, but that's my thing. Like, my brother returned this game because he said it looked like shit. Now, I personally think it looks fine on my PC, but then again, I'm not really expecting Ubisoft to be revolutionary. I'm expecting
That's not what
them.
I think of when I think Ubisoft.
No, you know what I think of when I think of Ubisoft? Copy paste game formula. That's what I think. That's literally what I think. Every Far Cry game is the exact same structure, format, whatever. Even the ping system, the cover system, it's all very similar, and it's the same way in Tom Clancy games. Like, they're all the same. They're copy pasted.
What do you want different from a ping system and a crouch system? Or a cover system?
Well, like, no, like I mean, like in Tom Clancy's, Jacob, like if you're being spotted by somebody, there's like a curved piece that fills up and blinks if you've been seen.
I see what you're saying.
Far Cry has the exact same curved thing that blinks when you get seen. It's like the same formula used. Now, granted, like I said, I'm enjoying Far Cry 6, but I just wanted to bring up the conversation. Like, do you guys think? Like, my brother returned this game because he said it looks worse than Far Cry 5.
It looks. I mean, what are the standards now? They got to be astronomical,
That's so crazy
right?
You say that, Ty, because Far Cry Primal was my least favorite of them. Now, granted, I'm not expecting a revolutionary game when I'm playing Far Cry. I'm expecting a sandbox game where I can just act like an idiot and kill things. But, how long do we think Ubisoft is going to milk this game engine cow?
I'm assuming that Far Cry 7 will have a new engine. I'm assuming they're going to start implementing the new engine soon. I know that a lot of times, though, with moving to a new engine, there's that long period of time of trying to adapt to it. And I don't want to make it sound like I'm defending these millionaire companies, because I'm not.
Yeah.
But the second it happens, I know we're going to get so many more delays than normal because they're going to run into mistakes they normally wouldn't.
Right.
That being said, you got to evolve. You got to get this stuff better. If people are really this upset about it, if your brother returned the whole game, which honestly I think might be going a little bit too far.
I told him he was a moron for it.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, just play the game. He didn't return it specifically because of that. He returned it because he's like, dude, it's the exact same game as Far Cry 5, just with a different enemy. And I was like, you're not wrong. I don't disagree with you. That's Far Cry. It's copy paste. That is Far Cry.
That is Far Cry. I will say, though, I feel like they're getting better with storytelling. I think they're starting to catch their groove. Just from the little I've seen from Far Cry 6, the story's kind of solid so far.
I mean, like I said, I'm enjoying it. You know, you have to know what you're getting into when you get a Ubisoft game. That's the only one I ever played. I was entranced with it. I feel like most people with that experience, their first Far Cry experience is an enjoyable one. Their second one, it's like, oh, wait, this is the same thing I just played type of thing. Like, I skipped 5. I didn't like 5. I played 4, enjoyed 4, and I'm playing 6, and I'm enjoying 6. Now, it will never reach the top 10 game list, but I'm enjoying it. I'm having fun with it. And that's I almost have to lower my standards and expectations when I'm playing Far Cry. Anyway.
Yeah, I get that.
But, dude, look how beautiful GTA 5 is. Like, this is a game that was ahead of its time. Even Red Dead Redemption was ahead of its time. They created a new engine for that game.
Red Dead was solid for its time.
RDR2,
I still think it's better than most.
yes, RDR1 as well. Anyway, so that's that.
That's that, everybody. I know your favorite game is Animal Crossing. I know how much you all love Animal.
You're going to have to talk to me about this one, Jakey Wakey.
All right, so we got this new update coming on November 5th. If you want, you can play the video in the background. Just keep the volume low because the girl's voice is really annoying. So it is. She's like, and now you can see this. Here, turn it up. I want you to hear it. I want you to hear it. She's talking to me like I'm 5, man.
That's because 5-year-olds play this game, not 25-year-olds.
This is the Roost.
That's not
cafe
true.
Owned by the composed Brewster.
The composed Brewster. All right, you can turn it down. I've made my point. I've made my point to you all. So the updates that are happening to this game, which I will tell you in a bit, people are saying this isn't even just an update. This is them releasing the full game.
Damn it, Sam.
We've just been playing we've been playing a demo this whole time. This is the real Animal Crossing. Everyone's
so they're adding cooking, they're adding all of that. So you're saying these features should have been in it from the beginning.
That's the argument right now, and I agree. So here are some of the updates, and then I'm going to tell you my thoughts on if I'm going to go back to it. So First off, there's farming and cooking. All right, two very, very awesome parts being added. So one of the cool things about this Animal Crossing was the DIY system that you could craft. Adding cooking and farming adds a whole new element to everything. Additionally, farming is something you do day to day. So that's an extra chore that you give yourself. Notice I'm saying chore because is this Stardew Valley? No, I don't know. So continuing onwards, not only are they adding cooking and stuff, there's the Happy Home Paradise, which is like a DLC for like interior decorating that you can add. Don't laugh. It's serious.
No,
people are excited about it.
I'm just laughing at the two characters on the screen, the hippie dogs.
Okay. Yeah, they're funny. That group of people too, they were married. They're coming and they're helping you out with some stuff. So there's the Brewster, which we talked about. Fan favorite characters coming back, like Cap'n.
If I log back into my Animal Crossing, everybody'd be dead.
Everyone be like,
I've literally neglected them for over a year. Yeah.
How are you? So we have a new island we go to. Cap'n, Katrina, Tortimer, and Harriet are all coming back, so you can do more haircuts. You can go to more islands. The new islands you go to can be any time of the day, meaning that you could just go to a night. They're going to have different seasons there too. So even if it's this time without cheating, you can go and catch fish that are in a winter, which is a cool idea. That way you don't have to cheat to get there. Because I'll tell you what, like you miss a season or you do a season and you miss one fish, you're just like, gotta wait till next year if I don't want to cheat. It's like, whatever. Right. There's also gyroids coming back. You know, those little gyrating little wood fellows that love to dance. Everyone loves them. You don't love them?
No, I don't know who you're talking about.
Okay, gyroids are the little like wooden dudes that would be like wub 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 wub.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's how you would save in the GameCube version. So they're back, which is neat. Additionally, if you plant them and water them, you can grow more. You can also put them around their house, and they look a little cursed, but they're awesome. They're still cool, still epic. They're what we want. You can also stretch, Alex. All right. So Nintendo loves getting everyone active. You can stretch with your character. So like, say I have these two Joy-Cons, right? And I'm stretching.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Like,
and you can stretch with your character now?
Yeah, so a lot of people are saying that this is going to lead to a lot of really funny content because you have control of your character's arms. So the content that's going to come from that is going to be, without sugarcoating it, probably hilarious. I'm excited. Yeah, it's like Wii Fit type stuff, Ty. I have tons of Northern Hemisphere friends, so I needed to cheat. Yeah, that's the thing is you get to a point where you almost need to cheat to get stuff, especially to get other items. There's some quality of life updates. So the inventory is increased to 5,000 spots instead of 2,400, which you can upgrade. Mm-hmm. Being able to upgrade it gives them more objectives. Like once you fully pay for your house, Alex, a lot of people end up losing a little bit of their spark with the game because it's like
you achieved end game.
What do I do?
Yeah.
What do I do?
Yeah.
There's ordinances. So instead of like kill streaks, you can now make weeds grow less fast. And you can make characters stay up later or go to bed earlier.
Whoa!
Right? This guy's nuts! There's a tripod for the Pro Camera app. You know we love tripods, Alex. Now you can take a picture. You can plop the camera down, move, and do something. As joking aside, more room for machinimas. So Animal Crossing is going to become a machinima farming game soon. There's custom fences. There's some players hacking into the illegal fences, Alex. There's some fences that they're not supposed to be out yet, Alex. So these players have these illegal fences, and it's got to be stopped. These players need to be sent to jail for taking these illegal fences and using them. You know, it's inappropriate. I'm kidding. There's new hairstyles and reactions. There's new like licenses you can get that lets you do a little bit more. So like before you can only have up to 8 bridges, now you have 10. Yeah, more. You can use amiibos and then have all these people come over while you're sipping coffee, and they'll sip coffee with you.
This is the dumbest game I've ever. And I was a moron, and bought it in the beginning of COVID.
What the fuck am I doing with this game? What am I doing? You know when you're playing like a farming game and you hit this wall where you're like, why am I farming in a game and not like learning
It's
how to
just
farm in
Stardew
real
now.
life? What am I doing? What am I doing? You know? This is a game that...
This is a life simulator.
Am I just jaded?
I mean, I guess Sims is a life simulator too.
I used to love this game. I used to love Stardew. Now I'm just looking at it, I'm like, I'm just doing chores. I haven't folded my clothes for my laundry in 3 days.
That's what I'm saying. You're just doing chores in game.
Now I'm going over and delivering a letter to Thomas because he doesn't feel like getting up today.
Poopy, so when I bought this game, everybody was hype about it. I was like, fine, I'll give it a chance. So I bought it in the beginning of COVID. Worst $60 I've ever spent in my entire fucking life. Like, worst. I could have bought a burger worth $60, eaten it, and had more satisfaction than buying this game for $60. As soon as it clicked in my head, like I was like, oh yeah, this is cute, this is fun. As soon as it clicked in my head that this was literally a chore simulator, I was like, yeah, F this, I'm done. I haven't touched it since.
What does a burger look like? Oh my God, Alex.
What, did you look up a $60 burger?
Yeah, dude, look at this burger. I'm putting it in chat. Guys, what's the most expensive food item you've ever had?
Most expensive food item I've ever had has to be some type of steak, beef, whatever, from...
yeah, I think that was a steak too.
What's the Double Eagle Steakhouse in Philly? That's really good.
Double Eagle Steakhouse. I'm thinking though too, like what's the most expensive? How much are like Phoenix Downs usually in Final Fantasy? What's the most expensive inventory
I spent $500 at Del Frisco's.
500? Was it worth it?
It was good.
It was good. Yeah.
It was.
I guess like
my
thought is like, what's the difference between an $80 steak and a $500 steak, other than presentation, right?
No, not presentation.
Look at these burgers, dude.
You could eat a.
That one has a full knife in it.
Jacob, you could eat a $5 steak. Right, rare.
No, it comes down to the cook.
You could eat a $5 steak rare.
Yeah.
At least the way I process it in my mind is you could eat a $5 steak rare, and it either just tastes okay or you get sick. You could eat a $80 cut.
Oh,
rare,
how rare
and it
can go.
is the greatest thing you've ever had.
That makes sense for steak.
At least that's how I perceive purchasing
Marbling.
steak. Could be totally wrong. I'm probably wrong.
What?
But the cut.
Sam had she went to a restaurant where they give you like grapes and 2 leaves, like a. Whew.
I spent $300 for a meal at Blue Hill in New York City. Yeah, I can say I've never spent $500 on a meal after that. Because I'm like, you know what? I'll just go to somewhere else and get steak.
One time I got a little nutty and I brought like a $50 bill to McDonald's and just got like everything off the dollar menu. It was the biggest mistake I've ever had. I got so sick. I got so sick.
Yeah, dude, you gotta, yeah. And oh yeah, they also, I did have a drink that had gold flakes in the bottom of it.
I feel like drinks are a little bit different though, right? Like,
yeah, drinks are.
Yeah, I'm like
overpriced drinks are so dumb. Okay, moving on.
Moving on. All right.
What do we have to talk about now? Oh, okay. Real quick. I don't want to talk about this too much. New World opened up transfers for servers.
Drinks are drinks.
After weeks of delays. So chat, I wanted to actually bring this up specifically to you guys. Has anybody been playing New World? And I wanted to ask you, how does it hold up having been 2 months since release? Months since release, whatever. How does it
Can you
hold up?
remind me again, like, what does New World have against other MMOs right now?
I have no idea. I haven't played it. Okay, you guys want to hear something really fucking creepy?
Oh no, it's not going to be like that.
No, Jacob, look at this ad right here.
Tech for your health and wellness. What is that?
It's like one of those like vibrating guns.
Gun.
Yeah. Okay. So Katie's back was bothering her this morning, and she, I always have to rub out the kinks in her back. Well, her back was bothering her. I'm like, I know what I'm getting you for Christmas. I didn't even look it up. All I did was say, I'm getting you one of those back massage things for Christmas, and it just popped up. All I did was say it.
Yeah.
Crazy. Okay, so how does New World hold up? Bad. What? I have friends that recently stopped playing because issues are getting bad. Really? My wife has one of those. I will not comment further. I haven't touched it in 2 weeks. It's RuneScape on drugs. That's okay. That's what I've heard. It's RuneScape on drugs.
Like good drugs or bad drugs?
Like good, like
enhancing
drugs, maybe.
Oh, okay. Like vitamin D. Gotcha. So we get more
That shows all
sun.
the bugs if you like. But dude, everybody I talk to, Sam, everybody I talk to is like, New World's amazing. I'm addicted. New World's amazing. I'm addicted. And I'm like, really?
I don't know, man. Like, I'm just nervous to play it because, like, I feel like once you start playing it, you don't stop. And I'm just really nervous about the blue light affecting my skin, Alex. I just don't want to, like,
okay.
I just don't want it to hurt my skin.
You guys hear
and,
about
like,
that?
I found this one product by, one of my favorite queens, Valkyrie, and she said that I could, like, if I get this product, like, it'll be okay. So, things should be fine.
Can I just... Okay, hold on. I need to...
Yeah, what do you... Can I get your take on that?
Hold on.
I didn't talk to you at all about it yet. Oh no, what is he pulling up? Backstory real quick while he's doing this.
No.
Valkyrie. Oh.
No. Okay, yeah, backstory. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, Valkyrie, popular Twitch streamer, co-founder, not founder, a co-owner of 100 Thieves, is it? Very big. She released a makeup line, or no, a skincare line. I'm sorry. That helps gamers deal with blue light infection.
I have to say, chat, I get really nervous as a gamer that I am just getting constant
blue light
affecting my skin, right?
Yeah.
Here's the kicker, chat. The website literally says, hold on.
Why did Moobot just...
That's... Jacob, are you a mod? Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. I don't know what happened. Moobot did not like that stuff.
Okay. So...
Do you have the video? So she was like...
Where's the article? Hold on.
Valkyrie is known for being very beautiful. She's a very, very pretty girl. And she has great complexion. One of the best complexions I've ever seen. So it makes sense for her to do like a skincare kind of partnership or deal. The big issue right now is she was saying it was in development for 2 years. A lot of people are calling this snake oil. So people are like, what? How are you with this for 2 years and you didn't realize that this was a scam? Because there's nothing medical.
Okay, here we go. I found it.
Blue light will hurt you.
I found it. Chat, just listen to this. Just listen to this, okay? This is on the website, at least to my knowledge. This is on the website. There's disclaimers, okay? Ready? We are not responsible if information made available on this site is not accurate, complete, or current. Okay. The material on this website is provided for general information only and should not be relied upon or used as a sole basis for making decisions without consulting primary, more accurate, more complete, or more timely sources of information.
Can I just have that disclaimer in my life? That is not okay.
That's not how you're supposed to sell products.
Hey,
okay.
We're legally not responsible. Anyway, this is $25.
The Sir Skrillex phone. It will change your life. You will get married at some point in your life if you buy this.
Really?
Disclaimer, though. What? We don't have information to back that up, but we're...
Bro, when you buy the... Hi. I love Apple so much. Buying this new iPhone 11 Pro Max allowed me to find a wife.
Why is Moobot doing this?
By the way, disclaimer. Moobot, please. I'll unban him. Oh, wait. Did you do it?
Sam took care of it. Thank you, Sammy.
Thank you, Sam. Yeah. I just love that the new iPhone allows me to get a wife, but they're not responsible if I don't get a wife.
Yeah, so like, Jacob, this phone will guarantee you a wife.
Yeah.
This is the wife maker. However...
Not only will you talk to your wife,
however, this is the wife maker. If you get this phone, you will get a wife, but it's not guaranteed you'll get a wife.
This phone allows you to speak with your wife not included, and
how can you sell that? Hold on. First of all, can we talk about how
up?
goofy? Can we talk about how goofy blue light lotion is? It's going to protect you from blue light on a computer.
Isn't that just sunscreen? Isn't it just sunscreen? Like what? I don't understand.
It's worse than gamer water.
Did she say anything today? I'm gonna check while we're doing this, because what do you mean it's worse than gamer water? Gamer water had a practical use, Alex. That was something that the society needed.
To protect your skin against blue light, which is emitted from all digital screens. Yes, even the one you're using right now. What I wanted to.
Can you imagine the person that had a panic attack after she said that? Just like, oh no!
How can you go in front of people and say that this product does this and it protects you from blue light?
Dude, it's being sold at
knowing that there's no scientific research of blue light affecting skin.
What? That's like just making up a problem and a solution to it. That's me being like, Alex, are you tired of like not stubbing your toe?
And my question...
Well, I can give you a brick to stub your toe with.
My question isn't what was this company thinking. My question is, what was Valkyrie thinking supporting this?
Don't you mispronounce her.
Sorry,
Cody will beat you up.
Okay.
And then he'll get banned by Moobot for using the term beat.
I just like... Yeah, because I'm so concerned. Money, it's expensive too. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, that's we did talk about that. So New World, not much to talk about. Server transfers are a thing. I don't know. I hear one end to the other, but I can't really spend too much time on it because I haven't played the game. Jacob, this next thing, have you ever wanted to build a PC?
Hi guys, my name's Jacob. Have you ever really wanted to build your own PC, but you were too afraid to do it? Tired of like looking up things like, how in the world do I build a PC? Well, hey, today, all you gotta do is buy this NZXT DIY kit. It comes with everything you need to make the PC for more than the price of the PC. Alex, I'm tired of getting pre-builds, right? I'm not into it anymore. I want to pay extra to build it myself. That way, when I'm talking to all these pretty girls and I tell them that I built my own PC.
Moobot needs to relax. Moobot needs to freaking relax.
Moobot. I think we have to. Can I turn Moobot off?
I'm taking Moobot out back. Hold on.
Can I time out Moobot?
Oh.
I'm gonna time Moobot. Oh, I can't. I'm not the owner. Hold on. What was I just saying? Yeah. When I'm trying to impress a girl telling her how I built my own PC, I have no idea what I was saying. Anyways, NZXT, they're releasing this kit where like it comes and you can make your own PC for more of the price. The idea is silly and stupid. It's dumb. It's dumb. I think it takes out all the fun of building a PC, and it's more expensive than just buying a pre-built. So
you know what's also expensive, Jacob?
Soccer.
The rights to FIFA.
How expensive are they?
Over $1 billion. Which is how much Valkyrie's not going to make on her skin products. FIFA is apparently splitting with EA. I know. FIFA is apparently splitting with EA Sports. Because that I think EA wants to end the partnership because basically they owe FIFA an amount of money every time that they sell money here. FIFA is one of the greatest selling games on the planet. And basically the next FIFA might not be called FIFA. So FIFA's requested that EA double their rights fees from $500 million to $1 billion. So FIFA's asking for more money to sign off on a fresh 4-year deal in recognition of the increasing the name value of its brand and associated trademarks. EA refused. And so, I don't know if there's going to be any more FIFA games. There's been FIFA games since like what, 96 or something, 99?
So are we gonna get like is the new gen of soccer games about to come in? Are we gonna see Mario Strikers just destroy that market?
No, I just think they're gonna take the word FIFA out of the game.
What's it gonna be called then?
Football.
Football. FOZEROTBAWL. Football.
Football.
Sam said earlier, by the way, this is how it works with New World. Like compared to other MMOs, it's super simple. So like, pretty much, if you were gonna look at WoW with skill trees and tons of spells, New World's just dumbed down. It's just easier.
Okay.
Football. Football. Okay.
Jacob,
Alex,
you do know that's how it's actually spelled, right?
No, it's not.
Yeah.
Football?
No, football.
FUTBOL?
Yes.
Really? That's how it's spelled in
football.
Italian?
BOL. Sorry. How Poopy spelled it.
Is that how it's spelled in Italian?
Spanish?
Spanish. Is football a Spanish sport? I thought it was Italian sport.
Football.
Hey, we got any sports residents in chat? Any of you gamers out there know stuff about soccer?
Guys,
the one meme with the soccer game, the one where the guy like just slides around the
You guys
whole
get
arena?
Sidetracked worse than us on Press 4. Yeah. I mean,
That's
welcome
the
to the
whole
show. That's our thing, Sam. That's our thing.
Football. Another.
But yeah, Jacob, guys, Jacob, I teach him a little bit about sports every show. Yeah,
Today I'm
Spanish.
learning.
Jacob, look.
Oh, it's Spanish. Okay.
Football.
Oh, dude, speaking of football.
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 Anyway, okay. So, Jacob, real quick, because we are, an hour and 10 over. First look at news. Okay, you posted 2 things here for me.
Yeah. So this is some gameplay from Battlefield 2042. Just wanted to show you real quick because it looks kind of interesting.
Okay.
Do you want to skip to like the middle?
Middle.
Oh yeah. So like this is how chaotic it's looking. You can notice the frame rate's being a little bit buggy, so I'm hoping that's gonna improve. But look at that explosion and the way everything's interacting. Pretty sick, right?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
Okay,
Cool.
Jacob, most of your jokes start with, it's cool, right? Most of your jokes start with that, so I was waiting for the punchline. That's why I got quiet, and there was no punchline. But yes, Battlefield is very chaotic. And like I said, you can try Battlefield for $15 on EA Play Pro, whatever it's called. So you don't even have to buy the full game. You can just test it out for $15.
Wow, that's pretty epic, Alex. It's almost like subscription services are taking over, huh?
Yo,
there's also
Poopy ain't wrong.
Poopy's not wrong.
Poopy ain't you ain't wrong, homie.
Not wrong.
Okay.
I played soccer a lot, and I had that issue where I couldn't control my own strength. So a lot of the times I would hit the ball, and it would hit people in the head, and then everyone takes a knee, while the person cries for a bit. Because, we're like 7. But one game, I remember specifically, my grandpa was there, and I remember this because he lifted me up at the end of the game, but I hit the ball, right? It's the first quarter, like for beginning of the game, smacked this like little girl in the face. I'm also little, so I guess she was just a girl. Falls on the ground, cries. We take a knee. Game starts again. I hit it, and I hit the other person in the head. We do a knee, and then it's again, and I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna pass it. So I go to pass to my friend, and I nailed him in the head. So on the knee, we're literally like 12 seconds in the game. The coach pulls me out. My grandpa comes over, picks me up, and he just goes, "Ah, the Italian way!"
Are you Italian?
I'm Italian.
Oh.
Oh, hey, what's up?
Okay. All right. And then,
what did you think I was?
Number 1.
I am number 1. That's right. I want the money. Give me the money.
Okay. So while we're on the topic of EA still,
what do you think about an EA Squid Games, guys?
Apex Legends. EA's version of Squid Game.
Anita, you're going to love it here. It's about time we get our real vacation. It's not a vacation. No good could come. Oh, there we go.
So are they good? Is there a new island? A new map?
I don't know. Cody just sent it to me. I've never seen this before.
Exotic wildlife. All the good vibes you can ever want.
Oh, no.
Oh, right.
Whoa.
Okay,
Hunk alert.
Can someone get Walter a towel, please?
Walter?
I love these.
High ground.
You just need to learn how to relax. So can you
Oh, there's good.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! We're gonna get DMCA'd.
Dude! Oh no! I hope that
If we get DMCA'd,
sunscreen
it's
has
Cody's
blue
fault.
light protection, dude.
Yo, I hope he's using his Valkyrie. He didn't.
What the fuck? What is it? Oh my god.
What is this?
Did you want to do the voice acting for this? Well, since we can't
Does
do
this
anything.
mean there's going to be wildlife?
Here, Alex, voice act this for
All right,
me,
fine.
okay? Oh no! Oh hey! Are you relaxed now? You do the sound effects, okay?
Okay.
Oh! Huh? Come on, guys! You're ruining beach day! Ah! Ow. I thought you at least would be a challenge. Uh-oh. Bad. This way. Okay, yeah, nice to meet you too.
Wait, Squid Game dub level. Seriously though. I can do all the things except the things I can't.
Did you see the one where it's like, "We are Gumbu," and then he's like, "No, thank you for the marbles, sir."
Okay.
All right, thanks,
done
guys. We're done today. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you guys later. Hey, if you see a man in a subway that asks you to throw a red and a blue envelope, say yes, but don't take that card.
Look how silly this looks. It's like
you look like you're about to like weld something.
So, chat. Next week, Jacob will not be with me on the show.
I will be on a bit of a reprieve.
But I'm going to put a picture of him up there, and I'm going to do the show.
I'll record a couple voice lines for you, so every once in a while you can have me
So,
be
Jacob,
like,
what do you think of that? Pineapples.
Totally. So epic. What do you think of that one?
Thank you.
Alex, did you mute me? Can we talk about how pretty Pokemon is for a second? You're like, Jacob, no, we can't
Jacob,
right
we're
now.
not talking about that right now.
I love Pokemon.
Okay. Did I mention how much I love Pokemon?
I mean Pokemon.
Maybe we'll get some guests to come on the show. Okay, everybody. You guys are all amazing. Thank you so much for coming by the stream. We will talk to you Thursday next week. Jacob's off, but maybe he'll be in the chat. We'll see. We'll talk to you all later. Thank you so much for coming by. Jacob, Leary used to upload the podcasts. Now Jacob is going to be uploading the podcast. So if you guys want to listen to the podcast of the show, you can tune in Google, Apple, Spotify, tune in, whatever, all that stuff. And then if you want to catch the show live, and you guys are listening, for all you podcast people, if you want to catch the show live, you can catch it 11 a.m. right here on twitch.tv/NerdStreet and youtube.com/NerdStreet. This show, as always, brought to you by Mavix and Mike and Ike.
Dude, I love Mike and
Thank you all so much for being here. Y'all are amazing. And I'll talk to you guys later.
See ya.
Good day.
Bye.